fucking start a game.
TJ Weber.
I am him.
Get your ass on the air and let's pick something.
Big Web.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel.
Zach Zook.
Yeah, my pick's a bit shit this year.
Changing it. Oh, he's taking it off. Nick Yale. From the 50.
What's up, guys? Welcome into this edition of From the 50. We are live from the St. Louis, Missouri studios for Week 10 of the NFL. It is me, TJ Weber, and we got Big Web and Zook in the house, ready for another great week of football. Nick Yale out this week. Ace out this week as well. But we're going to bring the heat here so you can get involved on YouTube by commenting here if you have thoughts on fantasy, if you have thoughts on this fantastic game between the Carolina Panthers and the New York G-Men, you can let us know. Or you can be on TikTok and give us some hot takes on fantasy as well. If you guys are new to the show, welcome, first of all. We're just a few guys in a basement talking some ball. That's what we do, because there's no other podcast in the world.
Perfect definition. Perfect definition right there. Yeah, we're going to bring the heat today a lot better than the New York Football Giants.
Big Web took them live bet plus 10. Or no, you did take them plus 10, right?
I think once Carolina scores here, the live will be even better. I'll be tempted to go again.
Look at that. Yeah. It's the good about being in the great state of Illinois at the moment.
Good or bad.
Missouri passed sports betting this past week. Your boys'
Big
thoughts
news.
on this? Well, it's passed, but it's very, very, very close.
Slim margin.
We'll see if it stays that way.
Why don't you just say passed? Forget about the commas. Passed.
I heard a rumor too. It could take until next December to have things in progress. I guess, which is crazy.
I would think by the time they get a land-based betting counter, it could take that long. But you probably get the apps, sometime in the spring.
That was my question. Is the app should be pretty fast, and that's what the majority of people care about,
yeah,
right?
Right. Yeah. It's all about the mobile betting. You know what I mean? Because there's been some ones right across the river in downtown St. Louis that are literally you feel like they're in Missouri because they're so close. I guess one DraftKings, but then FanDuel is also pretty close. Anyway, but kind of wild. I mean, it's a really close vote. I'm glad Missouri, it looks like they're going to get it. It's about damn time to be able to sit in Busch Stadium and put a bet down. I'm fired up about that. That'll be really fun.
That'll be fun. But they got to get the money. It's so crazy. They got to get the money in the right places. They say they give the money to education. And then they say, well, it never got there. It never got to education because they pulled other monies away because gambling money went to education. Stop it. Just put it where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, 100%. Jeffy says Lions 48, Texans 17. I mean, that's just how we get started this week. That's just how we get started. I love that.
Jeffy.
I love that prediction.
That sounds like an over to me, Jeffy.
Nico Collins is back this week, so that does help the Texans a lot. So that helps your over, Big Web, if you like that. I'm a little nervous about that game. I was nervous. I'm nervous almost every week because I've seen the Lions have been great this year, but they have had some inconsistent halves, and Texans are a pretty good team. I know they've been a lot of injuries, but if Nico's full go today, I think that's going to be one hell of a football game.
Still got to protect the quarterback. Nico's going to help, but you still got to protect the quarterback, which they have not done the last couple of weeks.
No doubt. Let's see. Devin Booker says pick 2, steamed carrots, corn, green beans. It's not Thanksgiving yet, but we're getting close.
Green beans, corn for me. That's a pretty easy one.
I mean, corn and green beans all day.
I can't do carrots ever.
Yeah,
I like carrots.
There's no doubt that corn is the number one Thanksgiving side. I know we're a little early talking about this take, but Devin brought it up. Corn and mashed potatoes and gravy, you can't get better than that. It's just the greatest.
No.
And you guys do you guys mix them all together? That's what I do. Mix it all together.
It ends up in the same place. Yes, sir.
I've heard of people that can only eat certain things. Either they eat one thing all the time, they'll eat all the turkey, then they'll move on to the mashed potatoes, then the corn, or they can't touch and shit. I'm like, that's the whole point of gravy and mashed potatoes together. You put it all together.
So good.
I don't get it.
I'm like that just every day, food. Not on purpose. I realized it shortly after I graduated college. I was like, oh my God, I'm a psychopath. I'll eat my whole cheeseburger and then move on to the fries after.
That's what I've done that before, but usually it's there's certain things you mix all the time. Devin says, I love the guy's voice in the gray hoodie. Oh my God, Big Web.
Thanks, Devin. Thank you very much. I'm glad I got a fan out there.
You almost got into broadcasting at one point, didn't you?
I was close. I actually went to
Broadcast Center.
No. It was Channel 2 News.
Oh.
And I wanted to be on the news, and I wanted to be a sports guy. And they said, okay, we're going to try you out. He goes, and I was in high school, and they said, we want you to be helped produce the Sunday Mass, which is filmed on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Jesus. I was up there and
Literally Jesus.
Father's got the clip-on microphone up there, and it fell down. It fell down on the ground, and he didn't know it. He was talking, and he said, "Tony, crawl up there." It was during the cameras on and everything. I crawled up there, and I'm pulling on his thing and handing it up to him.
You dropped your mic, dude.
Hey, Father, bless you.
Yeah.
Here, you take this.
Yeah, you actually tried to go to Channel 2. I never heard this story.
That was like a little for 2 weeks. I did
a little internship kind of thing.
Internship at
Nice.
the Mass. Learn how to be a Mass producer. Yeah.
Wow. He sounds like the real deal. Could be a football commentator. Wow, big. You were for the great Columbia Eagles.
Columbia Eagles, yeah,
with my help. That was fantastic.
That was a good deal right there. We had a lot of fun doing that together.
Yeah, we did. Might have to do that again
What was this
someday.
critical, Pete? Can you?
Don't we don't worry about bullshit like that.
I was going to say.
Mayor Williams today. It's from Blake. I don't like either of those guys in this game. I think it's an under for sure. I guess you would go Caleb, but the Bears suck. The Bears' offense sucks. They suck.
It does.
It's supposed
Terrible.
to be windy up there, too. He can't throw when there's nothing.
That said, Caleb.
Yeah, I would still go Caleb. It's got a higher ceiling. I don't like either of those guys. Michael says, who should I start, Mahomes or Caleb Williams? Well, there's another Caleb take, but you start Mahomes.
Ding.
He actually has not been a great fantasy guy this year.
I drafted him. He's awful.
Yeah.
Horrendous. Like, I've thought of dropping him multiple weeks.
Now, D-Hop has helped him. Last week, massive game, and then D-Hop puts out a meme that had Randy Moss and Tom Brady, which is a little bit much after one good game together. But I'm hoping that's the case because I picked up D-Hop in fantasy, and I lost Diggs, so I'm hoping they can kind of he can take over that workload and be great for my team. But anyway, you got to take Mahomes over Caleb. Would you really start Caleb over Mahomes today?
Dude, here, I'm gonna pull up.
All right.
What Mahomes has done this year.
It's so wild.
We're talking fantasy football here, not real life football. But if you look at what Mahomes has done this season, he is on the ESPN app. He's quarterback 17, and that's because he had by far his best game of the season last week, which he scored 23.9 fantasy points. Before that, he had not hit over 18 fantasy points. His week before was 17, which was his season high. Yeah. The guy has been complete booty cheeks. Last week's game against the Bucks was his first game not turning the football over. 1 interception, 2 interceptions, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 0.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
It's been bad.
It's crazy.
So, if you want to start Caleb Williams, go for it, brother.
That's a take.
Godspeed.
I love it,
I don't
though.
blame you.
Mahomes.
Dude, I've had him all year, too, my man. He has been just driving me insane.
And they're all about the team. Mahomes and the whole team's all about the team, which is Andy Reid's special right there, baby. But, he's getting it done, but he's not getting it personally done.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I start Tyreek Hill and risk it, or just start Sutton? That's from Darren. Yeah, Tyreek I've heard, is as close to a game-time decision as anybody's been in a long time.
Great.
I don't know. Yeah, Zook loves that. What's he at noon?
He's Monday night.
It's Monday night. I forgot about that.
Which also, if I can go on another, mini rant, I was on trying to figure out what to do, looking at the Twitter streets, and they're always like, Tyreek Hill questionable, true questionable, game time decision. Have a contingency plan in place of Tyreek Hill. The game is on Monday night.
Could not be the worst time.
The game is on Monday night. Yeah. Everyone else will be locked by then. You want me to drop somebody that's good for DeMarcus Robinson?
Yeah, I'm not
who's
gonna
out
do
on
that.
the wire because just in case Tyreek Hill doesn't play. If Tyreek Hill doesn't play, I lost. That's the way I look
that's
at
the name of the game. A guy like that, you can't just replace him. You have to give it a shot, right? But maybe the play is, if you have room, Jalen Waddle's obviously going to be taken on another team. Who's their third receiver? I don't even know. Is it Braxton Berrios? Is he still a thing?
I don't know. Does it matter? Odell Beckham, I guess.
OBJ.
So you pick up Jalen Wright.
Yeah.
That's what my point is. Hey, have a backup plan.
But
we told you to have a backup plan. What backup plan should I do? Please tell me.
Maybe a little Blake Corum action, give you 3 points, and put Tyreek in the flex. You get something out of it. I don't know. But the flex spot is the play. I've had that screw me this year, as I had A.J. Brown, who was then ruled out. I had him at receiver 2. Stupid move. Put him at flex.
Well, the most hilarious part is, unless you want to drop somebody on bye, the other games will have already played by Monday when they release it. So unless you pick up the guy right now.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I got to drop, Jawan Jennings or like Jameson Williams, somebody that legitimately like
Can
plays
help
for me
you,
sometimes to pick up DeMarcus Robinson or Jalen Wright in case Tyreek doesn't play.
How about a backup tight end for Miami? Does that get you going a little bit?
It's called I lost.
It's called game over. Yeah. Let's see. If Nico doesn't play today, we are in for a loss for sure. It's from Allison. Yeah, listen, I think the Texans can still make it interesting. The Lions secondary has not been great. I'm really excited. Zadarius Smith, almost couldn't say his name, now a Lion. Pumped up about that. So I think that's going to help our pass rush a ton.
Inactive today, though.
Is he inactive today?
Inactive
I didn't
today.
even see that. See, that's the thing.
That's the one benefit of working till like 3 in the morning. I always see like the Schefter and the Rappaport tweets before I go.
As
to
he
bed.
has his PFF shirt on. The guy's locked in, baby. He's locked in. Let's see. Niners W. It's from Jordan. Yeah, McCaffrey back this week. We'll see if
he's going to need a week, I think, but it's nice to have him back.
I think they're going to go full go today. I think they're just going to throw him out there and say, let's see what happens, my guy.
You think 2 tutties today already?
What's his number at? This might be the best value you'll get because
it's
maybe
probably
Vegas doesn't know, but they know everything. So I don't know.
They know everything.
We'll give that a shot. You guys get involved here on TikTok or on YouTube. You can comment with your fantasy questions or let us know your thoughts on this week. We can go real quick over the panel picks from last week. There's not much to talk about. Let's see. Big Web and Nick will tie for the lead at 5-2. 4-3 for Ace, who is in third. Zook at 2-5 and fourth, and we don't have to talk about how I did last week.
How'd you do there, leader?
1-6, 1-6 last week.
Coming back to reality a bit.
Cowboys, I've learned they're terrible. Dak now out for the year. Cooper Rush. There you go. Cowboys are done.
Did you and I lose a couple games by like a point or two?
I think Dallas got wrecked. That was not close. Tennessee was close. Indy, I think, was close. I don't actually remember that one. Seattle came down to the wire, I feel like. In Buffalo, 6.5. I think that was 1 point. I don't know. It was a week where I just sat there and go, I'm going to get my ass kicked this week. Yeah. That's just what are you going to do?
Seahawks lost to the Rams in overtime, 26-20.
Yeah, that was close.
That sucks.
Colts
Yeah.
lost
When you go to overtime
21-13.
and lose by 6, that's tough.
Terrible.
Colts lost 21-13 to the Vikes.
Okay. So, they were, I say they're close, but not really. But anyway, after that week 9, we have the overall standings. I'm still in first place, 39-24. Nick, a little bit closer now after my tough week, 35-27-1. He's in second. Zook right behind him at 33-30.
I think he jumped me last week.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are kind of going back and forth.
So he went. What did he go? 5-2. I went 2-5.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that would be it.
We need a bounce back week.
Need a bounce back week. Ace is in fourth at 29-33-1, and Big Web in fifth. But again, only 12 back. It used to be like 20, 27-36.
Getting better.
Getting better.
Getting better.
How'd the parlay do last week?
We only lost, I think we lost 2 of the pieces.
It's pretty solid. Most parlays cash when you lose 2
Hold
legs,
on.
don't you?
Let me take a look here.
All right. Dogs this year. Ace is 1-7-1. That's the worst on the panel. And then look at these locks, boys. I'm 4-5. Nick's 5-4. Zook's 5-4. Ace is 5-4, and Big Web's 4-5. So
All right.
pretty solid.
Look at that. Look at that.
50-50.
That's the best pick of the week, by the way. Best pick of the week.
I lost on the Browns and the Saints last week. We went for a 5-teamer and 6-teamer. We lost on the Browns and the Saints.
Okay.
Total transparency here.
Total transparency. Big Web will go over his best bet. We didn't get a video out this week, so we'll talk about that in a little while.
I think you guys are going to like it.
As far as the pick'em for the fans, Joe Allen is leading the way, up by 3 wins. Nice little cushion. 83
Nice, Joe.
total for the season. I'm in second at 80. Kevin Spizak is in third with 79. Laura in fourth with 79. Gigi and Zook and Joshua Lynn and Paul Evans all tied for, what would that be, fifth at 78. Kerry Ponder at 77 and Amanda Clemens at 76. That's our current standings for the panel for the 2024-25 from the 50 NFL Pick'em, which it's too late now. If you want to win an NFL jersey, you're 80 picks behind, but we do this every year, so keep track of that. A lot of fun. Appreciate everybody's involvement in that.
Good luck.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Big Web's locked in on this Giants-Panthers game.
I'm just gazing at it. One guy called him Danny Euros today instead of Danny Dimes. Danny Euros.
I like that a lot.
Danny Euros better
Huge
get it
fan of
going, man. Better get it going right now.
Let's see. How about Stony Brook College football D1 proud dad record 8-2? It's from Bink.
I was
Hey,
going to ask about them today.
Bink, I'll be there in 2 years.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Assuming I don't get fired.
LU will be there. Absolutely,
LU
yeah.
will be there.
Well, congratulations
Stony Brook.
to Stony Brook. Yeah.
What state is it in?
Yeah, I don't know. Zook, do you know?
It's in New York.
Oh, it's in New York. Nice.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
cool.
I'm really hyped about it because I want to try to play Bethpage Black while I'm there.
There you go. Is that a like top 10 course? Is it?
They had a U.S.
Up
Open
there?
Yeah, I'd
there.
say so. It's like it's like a major venue, so
Nice.
it's
That's
super
been four
hard.
or 5
Everybody
years
that
ago.
goes always takes a picture of the sign
Mm-hmm.
that's there. It's always like
That's
this is
stage
recommended for like super skilled golfers only.
Yeah.
It's like you just know that you're about to get your butt kicked.
If you don't mind me asking, what's the most you've ever spent on one round of golf in your life?
Probably Torrey Pines,
400?
225.
That's not that bad.
230.
Torrey Pines, that's
275
not
I
bad.
did in
I've,
Vegas.
I've been lucky enough to play some really nice places. I'm trying to think if I've played a place more expensive. Like I haven't gone to the really expensive places. Like Whistling Straits is super up there.
Right.
Tiger's Course is really expensive.
Is that the one in
Pebble Beach
like
is
Ozarks?
In Ozarks.
Yeah. I've seen. So I watched the Barstool golf guys play there.
Super cool.
It's
I want to
so
go
cool.
there.
Yeah.
I want to go there, but yeah, that's really expensive.
I thought that was
Yeah.
like 400 something.
It is.
The one with the quarry hole?
Yeah, there's like the 19th hole. It's like one in the middle of a
Super
little
cool.
pond or lake or
Yeah.
whatever.
Quarry.
It's a really neat course.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's totally worth it in my opinion, at least to play once. But if you're gonna play consistently, maybe not.
Chat, let me know. We haven't done this in a while. Let me know where you guys are watching from today. It's my favorite thing to do, and we haven't done it all year. So let me know where you're watching from, whether you're on YouTube or TikTok. Would love to see where everybody's watching for on this Week 10 NFL Sunday. All right, boys, let's go ahead and get into some games this week. So we have, if you're brand new to the program, we have 4 picks on our main games of the week. We have our underdog picks of the week as well. And we have our locks of the week, and we have our toilet bowl game of the week. No Ace, no Nick, so I will lead this one, and we'll start off with Denver at the Kansas City Chiefs. I need someone to be my line check guy. Big Web, can you do that for me, please?
I can.
All right. We have Denver at Kansas City. Last time I saw, the Chiefs were -7.5. We'll start with Zook.
Big Web, I'm gonna need a line check on that.
Minus
number.
7. Chiefs are minus 7.5 right now.
Okay,
in
so
the green book.
what's our rule with the Chiefs, Big Web?
If it's over a touchdown, take the other team.
Yeah, we don't touch it. So we're going with the Denver Broncos, particularly if it's a division matchup. You know what I kind of like today? A little hot take. I like a little sprinkling on the money line.
Oh.
I think that this could be a game where the Chiefs drop one. You got to think that the Chiefs are going to drop a couple random games, even if they finish like 15-2, right? They've got to lose 2 games somewhere in
Right.
there. So I think off the Monday night, like it's a divisional game against an opponent. Like, how are the Chiefs going to get up for Bo Nix and them? You know
I'm
what
with
I
you.
mean?
Yeah.
So I don't mind sprinkling a little bit on the Broncos here.
Big Web?
Might be an idea. No, I have Denver here also. KC's defense didn't play all that well last week. I know it was against Baker, but they didn't play all that well. So I think Denver's going to keep it close, and I'll take the 7.5.
All right, let's see. Ace is going with Denver as well. Nick going with Kansas City, and I will not leave him on an island with the Kansas City Chiefs. I will take them myself. So, I agree. This should be a close game, divisional game. Denver's looked pretty good. Their defense is pretty solid. The Chiefs have not got it really going all year. They haven't had a game where, like, these are the Super Bowl champs. Like, they've squeaked Tate, no, which I think that's kind of been, like, their thing this year is, like, let's just win. Who gives a shit? All we care about is the 3rd straight Super Bowl. However, this seems like a spot where they might win by 2 touchdowns. I just feel like Denver's going to do nothing in Arrowhead today. My hot take, not really any good thought on it. Just think that's going to happen. So I'm taking Kansas City. So there we go. We're split. 3 on Denver, 2 on Kansas City. Go to Washington. Big game. The Pittsburgh Steelers head out to take on the Commanders, and it was, I believe, 2.5?
2. Even 2. Washington -2.
All right, Zook.
This is interesting because when I look at this matchup, I know Jaden probably still fighting through a little something, but when I look at this matchup, I think that the more appealing side is Washington. It's interesting that they're -2, Big Web. They're at home, so Vegas is telling you they think Pittsburgh is 1 point better on a neutral field than Washington. I disagree with that. I think Washington's the better football team. And I just kind of closed my eyes when I was looking at this game. Like, who do I want? What side do I want to have when this game goes live? I want the side with Jaden Daniels, not the side on Pittsburgh that's going to be a weird offensive game. They always seem to find a way to get it done, but you never feel super comfortable about it. I'll take the Commanders. I think they're the real deal.
Big Web?
I heard a little tidbit this week on Washington. So the right tackle, Wiley, used to be with the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
He did really well. He's always done really well against T.J. Watt, which is interesting because nobody does well against T.J. Watt. But they say Wiley can handle him. I'm going to buy into that because, I mean, I like Washington anyway, but I'm going to buy into that little tidbit, and I'm taking Washington.
All right. Let's see. We got Nick will take Washington. Ace is taking Washington. I'm going to take the Iowa and Pittsburgh. I thought about it. I'm going to take the Iowa with Pittsburgh +2. Two really good teams this year. Steelers, I think they're going to bring a lot of pressure. Look, Jaden Daniels is great. He's going to be Rookie of the Year this year. Unfortunately, I'm going to rip up my Bo Nix Rookie of the Year ticket right now because he's not going to beat Jaden Daniels. So my thing is, he's going to try to get out of the pocket. There's going to be a lot of pressure on him today. I think Pittsburgh will get to him a lot this game, and they'll just control the clock like they do. I thought it was a mistake to put Russ in front of Fields, but Russ has actually played pretty well. I think they'll do enough to win this game. I would love it if it was +3, but give me +2. I like Pittsburgh on this one. I actually would sprinkle a little bit on money line as well. All right, we move on to Philly at the Dallas Cowboys. I believe it was 7.5.
7 even.
Wow. Dallas getting 7 at home. Sook, what do you got?
This is a tough one. I don't feel great about this either way. I'm going to go ahead and roll with the Eagles, who I think are playing some much better ball. Handled Cincy, and then had a nice game last weekend, too. Who were they playing last weekend?
Who was it, Philly?
Yeah, who was Philly playing last weekend?
Good question, Big Web.
I know they have some weird coaching decisions and whatnot in that game. But they still are playing much better football than they were in the month of September.
Jags,
so
28-23, they beat the Jags.
Yeah, so obviously the final score there against the hapless Jaguars doesn't appeal to you, but I thought they played well in that game. I'll take the Philadelphia Eagles against Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys. I watch, I don't think that they can recapture that lightning in a bottle again. Cooper Rush played really well in absence of Dak a couple years ago. I just think that's tough to do consistently. So I think the Cowboys are about toast.
Big Web?
Sirianni and his wife, they were turning in the other night from bed, at the end of the evening.
Where are we going with
And
this?
I like this.
Sirianni says, honey, where's that backdoor cover? I'm just a little chilly tonight. And she says, you gave that up last week to the Jaguars. This guy can only coach 3 quarters of football. He's proven it all year and all last year. Cut it out, Sirianni. I am so pissed at this fucking guy. He's taking money out of my pocket every week, which is totally won at halftime and at the end of the third quarter, Sirianni. Cut it out. I'm not going with you this week. You got to prove it to me. I'm going with Dallas in his 7 points because Sirianni can't coach a fucking fourth quarter worth of shit.
All right. Wow. Some fire coming out of that microphone. Holy shit. Ace is going to take Philly. Nick will take Dallas. I will take Philly in this one. I don't know. The number is massive. Cowboys are really bad. And Dak is now out. So the one guy who hasn't played well this year throws for a shit ton of yards. Now you got Cooper Rush and you got to lead you. I just don't like the matchup. Philly is a team. 7's a big number. I just think Dallas is not good. So I'm going to take Philly.
They've got no run game. They've got a backup quarterback. Their number 1 wide receiver's banged up. Their best pass rusher's out. Their secondary can't stop a cold. But you watch. It'll be close.
Yeah.
Look at Harold Schlimbusker. Watching from my mom's basement, but my mom was evicted.
There you go. And then Tiki says, I'm a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan. My daughter's a Broncos fan, so they're gonna that's crazy. Good
luck in that household,
Yeah, and she says, I'm from Oregon and watching from TikTok. Gigi says, watching from sunny Florida, which is awesome. And then Andrew said, have enjoyed your content on Instagram for a long time, but first time tuning into the live show, watching from Columbus, Ohio. That's from Andrew. So thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that, man. Hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. We appreciate that. All right, last one we have at the top 4. We have the Detroit Lions headed out to Houston to take on the Texans in Houston. I think that one was 5.5. What was it?
3 and a hook.
3 and a hook. All right, Zook.
Remember a week or two ago when I told you that the Texans are overrated and they're not as good as people thought they were? Well, it's time to flip the other way.
Oh, baby.
And buy the Texans market. I think that out of the bye, they'll hopefully have fixed some of the offensive line stuff. I wonder if it's going to be the same offensive line. Personally, I think they're going to switch some things up. Maybe bring in the right tackle that they drafted, Blake Fisher, out of Notre Dame. to shore up some of those issues. And ultimately, I think that Nico Collins plays, which completely transforms the way this passing game looks. I think it helps Tank Dell, and obviously it helps C.J. Stroud when Nico's in the ball game. I still think Detroit's got issues on the defensive side of the football. I don't really worry about them moving it or scoring themselves. Texans are going to have their hands full stopping them in the run game, but I like the fact that this is prime time and the Texans are at home, so I'll take the home dogs in prime time against a good football team. Texans feel like they kind of need this win.
Big Web?
You said it, Zook. I mean, Detroit is not going to have any trouble scoring. And I just think Houston is going to get better today with adding Collins. But I just think it's going to be a score fest, but Detroit's going to outscore them. They're going to have more successful possessions. Give me Detroit.
Yeah, this one, let's go with the other two picks first. Ace has New England. I'm in the wrong game. Wrong game, boys. He's got on the Lions. Nick is taking Houston. I can't pick against my Lions today, but the number scares me. I'm going to take the -3.5. I think Nico Collins is the biggest part of this game. Houston's shown that they can move the ball without him, but, I mean, with him, they're a totally different team, obviously. I have a little bit of a worry with either Terrion Arnold or Carlton Davis covering him today if he's full go. So I think they're going to move the ball. I like the over today in that game for sure. Hoping that Lions can get a couple stops, and we'll see what happens. But 3.5 is a tough number. I'm still going to take the Lions. I think they'll move the ball, and hopefully they can stop Houston a couple times. So that's where I'm going. All right, now we go to the Toilet Bowl game of the week, and it is a crappy one. New England headed out to Chicago to take on the Bears at Soldier Field. Chicago is -6.5. Is that right?
Well, let's just confirm that here as soon as I can.
6.5 is massive for that team. Massive. They don't score.
Yeah, that's more than I thought it was.
Yeah.
6.5.
6.5. Zook.
Okay, I'll stick with it. I thought it was closer to like a field goal, but I'll take the Chicago Bears. I think that this is a game that they need for their season. Even though we sort of on the panel probably feel like they don't have much of a shot at the playoffs now, they definitely still do mathematically to at least get the 7 seed, but they have to have this game.
Yeah.
Well, when you look at their upcoming schedule, this is one they've just got to have. And I think they'll come out motivated and play one of those games. Remember when they just absolutely blew the Jags out in London? They can look good against some bad teams. Now, I think the New England defense is actually decent.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately Chicago is going to be a little bit too much for them. I think Caleb will look better today. I expect DJ Moore to look better. So give me the Bears in a game that they've got to have.
Big Web?
I like the Bears, too, today. I think I heard it's windy up there, but I like Swift. I think he's going to have a hell of a day. I might even take him for 2 tutties today.
Let's see. Ace is going with New England. Nick is going with the Bears as well. I'm going to stay and make sure I don't give Ace an island. I'm going to take the Patriots, too. This one just – the Patriots stay in games. I think Drake May is definitely running the ball pretty well for a rookie quarterback, and he's moving the ball down the field. Yes, the Bears have a great defense, but their offense is really shitty right now. I mean, they just can't. Caleb's not on it. The receivers aren't on it. Sometimes they have breakaway runs. It's just not working out. I'm going to take that and say that New England covers +6.5, but let me tell you something. My play of the day today is the under. I love the under today in this game. I actually teased it up to, I think, 51.5. I think it's 48 normal or whatever it is. Love the under today.
If it's really that windy up there, that may be nice.
I love that. Really do. All right, so we move on to the underdog picks of the week. Zook, what do you got?
For the underdog picks of the week, I had a much harder time picking this than I did the lock, because this has been sort of the year of the favorites. And usually if you want to take a big number, it's like you look at the board, Jags +7, I think without Trevor Lawrence. Like, do you love that against the Vikings?
Yeah.
I don't. Do you like the Saints at home?
Nope.
Like like against the Falcons? No. How can you like the Bucks with no receivers against the Niners? It's tough, man, when you look at the board. But I looked at 2 teams. I looked at the Cardinals at home +1.5 against the Jets.
Yeah.
And then I looked again at the Broncos plus more than a touchdown against the Chiefs. Ultimately, I think that the Cardinals is too risky of a play just because their lack of a pass rush is it's such a detriment.
Yeah.
I think that Rodgers will have clean pockets and that they'll be able to move the football. This feels like a day that the Jets are going to have a good day offensively. And when they do, they're a completely different team. So that said, I'm going to do my first double up of the season. And I'm
Oh.
going to take the Denver Broncos, who I've been on a lot in this show. They've hit for me most of the time. They've burned me a couple times. I'll take the Broncos as my dog to cover 7.5 points. I like getting the hook against Kansas City at home in a divisional game.
Wow. That's 7.5 there, Big Web.
Let's see the Bucks. Where are you?
I have the Dallas Cowboys on my list.
No, I do. I thought you were wanting me to confirm his number.
Oh no, we'll take it because that's what we took at the start of the show or the start of the picks.
Oh, gotcha,
7.5 is what we
gotcha.
got.
All right.
It's a double up, Big Web.
So now look,
Yeah.
not to burn you on this double up, buddy, but I was wanting to do Dallas the whole time, but
Oh,
it's a little questionable.
he's changing.
But so if I go to the Bucks, double up with the Bucks, it should bring Zook a lot of bad luck, and he's ahead of me in the standings.
What do you mean? We're not doubling up on the Bucks. Or
That'd be you'd pick
No,
them one.
not,
Unless
not
you
the
lock
Bucks,
'em.
not the Bucks. The Broncos. The Broncos.
You want to double up on the Broncos,
oh,
too.
Oh,
Broncos, yeah.
wow.
I love that.
Wow.
I'm sliding over. Hate to bring
Holy
you some bad luck,
shit.
but
No. Welcome to the bandwagon, my man.
there you
Wow.
go. There you
Good
go.
That's
vibes
crazy. I never thought one person would double up. Now you got two guys doubling up
It's a
Broncos.
difficult dog day.
in
It's gonna be
Arrowhead.
We'll be in it
It
to the
is
very
difficult.
end, Big Web.
That's
Even
right.
if they're down 14, we'll be in it to the end.
It is a difficult week for dogs. I'm with you there. Let's see. Nick is going to take Miami. What's the number on that, Big Web? You got it?
Let's see, Miami.
In the meantime,
1.5, I
Ace
believe.
is going with Arizona.
Monday night, Big Web.
So it's 1.5 is what? Yeah, that's what I saw originally.
1.5.
1.5. God, I hate that. All right, let me think. Arizona for Ace. What's Arizona at right now?
1.5. Plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5 still. God, I hate that number. Bad.
What were you looking
Fuck
at?
it. I'm doubling up on the Steelers. Give me the Steelers. Plus
Steelers.
Jumping up on
2.5
a
there.
steal. It
I'm
feels
telling
exact-
you, dude, that's what the board looks like this week.
It's bad.
It feels exactly like our double up.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Plus 2.5, plus 2, I believe, is what I got on the dot there. Yeah, I don't like that at all, but I really thought Miami, I got them over 3.5 on a couple parlays. I thought they'd be close to 2.5 at least. Nope, 1.5. Brutal. Maybe no Tyreek Hill. So there you go. That's our dogs of the week. We got 2 on Denver, Big Web and Zook, which is crazy. Miami plus 1.5 for Nick. I got Pittsburgh plus 2 and Arizona plus 1.5 for Ace. And finally, the locks of the week. What do you got?
I won't be super long-winded on this. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills. It's a weird number. I think it's like 4.5, but ultimately it's Josh Allen and the Bills
4.5.
against Joe Flacco and the Colts. So, yeah.
Big
Give me
Web?
Buffalo.
I like that too, but I'm not going with it. I'm going to stick with our Detroit Lions
Nice.
minus 3.5 down there in Houston.
That's a tough pick. I like
Two
I
double
like
ups.
it. I like it. That's two double ups. Let's see.
Double
Nick,
trouble, baby.
Nick and Ace are also both going with the Buffalo Bills today, minus 4.5. Why did I not think about that game? What's wrong with that game? Oh, it's the Colts. Fuck the Colts. They always screw me.
Oh, it's a Colts.
That's
Yeah,
very
that's why.
interesting, the nature versus nurture. So here you have the father who always goes back to the teams that screw him, like the Falcons and Kirk Cousins and Matt Ryan. The son still has those teams in those instances, but the son goes away from it. He goes, you know what? I'm off of it.
I've
don't
seen it
pick-
happen to years
yeah,
to
I
the old
don't,
man.
I don't pick Colts games. That's interesting.
Can I do an over/under for a lock this week?
Let me think. No.
Fuck. I don't really. Oh man. I hate this. Are the Titans? Nope. I can't do this. This week sucks. This week really sucks. Fuck it. Give me the Falcons minus 3.5. God, I hate that pick. I
He
hate
loves the Falcons.
Look, do not take my picks this week on the panel. I hate this. This is not what I wanted. The numbers were all over the place. I was all over Miami. I still am in my parlay, but the numbers down, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, I already doubled up. I'm not tripling up on them against the Commanders. This just sucks. Is it 3.5?
Falcons is a sneaky good
Is
one.
it 3.5?
3.5.
3.5.
God. Saints coming off their coach getting fired, but they do suck. They do suck.
Yeah.
Olave's out. Is Shaheed out still? I hope.
No idea.
Great.
Taysom's
Love the
playing
Falcons
better.
today.
Hey, Taysom's in there playing better for you.
All right, that's the picks for this week.
Who cares?
Could not be more disappointed in myself. Really, just not good. Not a good week. But hey, we're at the top of the
It
leaderboard.
hasn't started yet.
Sometimes you just gotta fucking guess. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're like,
Sometimes.
gut feeling. You know,
Sometimes.
I had to take care of my kid this week. A lot of things around the house. I didn't have time to do a lot of research, so
You probably
taking
win.
the Falcons at 3.5.
You probably win.
Disgusting pick.
You probably win hands down everything.
Might do it. We'll see.
Sunday morning's been my method for like the last month. I listen to the pods on the way over.
It's a
and
nice
then
play.
I make my picks based on gut feel. That's the way to do it.
That's it.
I mean, like this. I would not be shocked if I go. This is the week you go 7-0 too. And you're like,
for sure.
I hate this week, and you
For
go
sure.
7-0. You know what I mean?
If you don't go with your gut, you're sitting there going, damn it, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, it's just, it's crazy. You guys get involved here on TikTok. Let us know your fantasy questions. We have plenty of time to not only talk fantasy, but we can talk parlays. We're going to build our $1 Hail Mary parlay of the week, where we pick every single game money line. And now we only have 3 people on the show, so we don't have to have any tiebreakers on this one. But you guys can let us know what your thoughts are. Also, Big Web's going to have his best bet of the week coming up here very soon, which has not even been online yet this week, so you can
Get it
for the
fresh.
first time
Fresh right here.
on this program. But in the meantime, we can answer a few fantasy questions. Let's see. Go Birds guy in the middle. It's from Sammy.
Let's
Big
do
Web.
it. That would be me.
Oh,
Which birds?
Yeah, you did your bird parlay the other week. It didn't work out for you.
That's very true. That's very true, yes.
Yeah.
We gave it hell, though.
Let's see. Is Gibbs going to tear up Houston? It's from Decor. You hope so.
Probably.
You
Yes,
hope
he is
so.
on the ground. Yes, he is.
Let's see. Dell or Mooney today? It's from Hayden. Oh, Nico back.
Oh, Mooney.
Very similar players, honestly.
I guess I'll go Mooney. I think Dell's been quiet with Nico there.
Mooney is an interesting play today because Drake London had the hit pointer last week.
Wow.
Really?
He's gonna play. He's gonna play today, but like,
Sorry.
the reps might be capped. Yeah, Giants driving here.
You see, it was a tip ball, though. It was a great catch.
Did you take money line instead of
I
plus
took
10?
money line.
Oh, you did.
I took money line
Oh.
after they were, like, down.
Big Web sweating Giants live bet money line when they were down 10-0, I think.
They were down 10-0, and we
Wow,
got
wow.
plus 200 money line.
All right, Big Web. Here we go. RC says Bucks are going to right the ship against the 49ers today. Good luck with that. I disagree. I didn't want to take the Niners. I took a money line in a lot of things. Minus like 230 to spruce some odds up. But other than that, I think it can be close with the spread. But as far as winning, I don't know. I don't know if
They
I
got
like
new
Tampa's
energy.
chances.
Niners got new energy today, and McCaffrey.
Starting to get a little bit healthier, for sure.
Sure.
Lou says Marvin Harrison or Downs today. Marvin Harrison retired in 2008. Oh, his son. No, good joke. I'll go ahead and take Josh Downs.
Benjamin Harrison, old
I'll take
president.
Josh Downs. Who do you guys got on the Steelers game? I like the Steelers today, but it's going to be a hell of a football game. I think Jaden Daniels will struggle against that pass rush.
We like Washington.
Yeah, we like Washington.
All right.
As for us on this side of the table,
This
we
side.
like Washington.
Tam Hanks, not Tom Hanks, Tam Hanks says Allen going to show the Cats what an elite quarterback looks like. That's from Tam Hanks.
They're worried about this being like a, what do you call it, a skip game because they got the Chiefs coming up. They're
Oh, yeah, that's right.
concerned.
That's
Will
right.
they just rest here? What are they doing? Just play football, baby. Just play football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Meanwhile, the Kansas City Chiefs are being dissected more than a laboratory frog.
That's what you guys are hoping happens today.
Is that
Al
was a real
Michaels.
quote?
That was a real quote. That was a live broadcast by Al Michaels right there.
Well, you never know. I heard one of those AI
Laboratory
things of
frog.
Chris Collinsworth and our glorious King Patrick Mahomes last night.
Oh,
and,
God,
you know,
it's great.
It's out of control.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites now. Let's see. All the way. Oh, by the way, Nick
That's
isn't
bad.
here, so
That's brutal, Big Web.
That is
Big Web. What happened?
Sorry,
Interception?
Guys.
He took it right out of
the
his
worst
hands.
red zone offense just proves again that they're shit Danny Euros. Jesus crud.
Yeah. This is the only time I accepted your live bet of the Giants.
Look at this.
Look at this.
I mean, that has nothing to do with him, though, right? I mean, that's a crazy interception. It's great for our audience that can't watch.
Sorry,
it.
guys.
You kind of see the game in reflection behind Zook, though. That's good.
Bad radio.
Bad radio. Sorry.
Real quick, you know it's not bad. Sleeper Picks. You guys can download the Sleeper app today. Use promo code Weber when you sign up, and guess what? 100% match up to now $1,500.
Oh,
not
my.
$100, $1,500 if you're a first-time user. So you go in there and you want to deposit up to $1,500, you get a match up to $1,500 with my promo code Weber on Sleeper Picks. So go do that now. If you go to the link in our bio at webercontent.com, you can see the link. Easy to go to. And use promo code Weber, WEBER, to get a 100% deposit match up to $1,500. We'll be also building a touchdown entry today on this program. So make sure you lock that in as well and get that promo code set up. Promo code Weber on Sleeper Picks.
Can I vent for a second?
Of course.
Sports in general.
Sure.
Sports in general.
Sports in general. Wow.
This,
Okay.
this guy Danny Dimes just throws an interception. The guy goes over and gives him one of these. High five to his quad. High five, man. You're on the same team. You just got intercepted. In basketball, these guys miss a free throw. They put their hands. Everybody clap for him. Everybody give me bullshit.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Wow.
I tell you what, a high five when you do something right. You don't do something right, you don't get a high
I'm
five.
sorry,
Cut
I
it
didn't
out.
hear that. What'd you say?
You want me to say it again? That's bullshit.
Big Web Football League, we do not
No high
encourage players that play poorly.
Yeah, we don't
Exactly.
appreciate teamwork and pumping up your teammate whenever they
no.
screw
But,
something up.
you know what? You do this. When the guy misses a free throw, you look at him and go like that. You do not. No high fives for negativity. I'm
That was
done.
an all-time.
I'm
Carlos
done.
Santos,
I'm done.
no one's hotter.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Big Web, you got to go off sometimes, but I mean, I like the guy misses a field goal or guy misses you say, hey, it's okay, man. Or you could say, fuck you. Is that what you're gonna do?
No, you go like this.
Hey, this is why you encourage him, though, Big Web. 4th and 2. Giants are going to get it back. We need this guy to go down
There
again.
you go. That's good.
We
but
need him to go back down the field.
you go like this. You go. You'll get him next time. Not a high five.
What's wrong with a high five and a back
Yeah.
slap? It's
Yeah,
the
what's the
same
difference?
thing.
No,
That's a
you'll
wild
get
take if
it.
that's the case. I
I'm
mean, that's
telling you,
crazy.
there's a difference. There's a difference.
That's actually insane. If you think a back tap, like it's okay, is better than a high five.
It's okay. It's okay. You suck. You'll get better. Not, hey man, you get paid millions anyway.
It does remind me of How I Met Your Mother, where they give condolence high fives, like condolences. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you lost your parlay, dude. I'm sorry. And it's like, yeah, man, it is weird. It's weirder, but it's like I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
That's my take.
Danny threw it behind the guy. Second interception in the red zone. Yeah, he sucks.
He did. You're right.
It's
Who
the
said
worst
that?
contract of all time if it wasn't for Deshaun Watson. I mean,
You're
it's
right, Texas.
crazy.
Hey, that's my Texas buddy. You're right, Texas.
There you go. So anyway, yeah, that's Danny Dimes. I mean, people were asking when Drew Lock's going to come in, and the guy's making so much money, he's going to be the guy for the rest of the year. He is done after this year. I don't even know if he'll be a backup somewhere. I guess. I mean, will he still be with the Giants? Zook?
He
What do
should
you
just go out on
think?
his yacht and enjoy
Poor
himself.
Brian Daboll, man.
I hope he doesn't lose his job over this. I don't know how you can possibly.
He's a good coach. He's a good coach.
He's even
like
said I'm sure he's fought behind closed doors about like Danny's not the guy.
Did you watch
know?
the off-season Hard Knocks
Yes,
with the Giants?
when
So,
he
like,
wanted Jaden Daniels, it looked
he
like
very obviously wanted them to take a QB.
yeah. Jaden
Very
Daniels was he wasn't there, so they could have traded up maybe, but he was on there like grilling Jaden Daniels on a bunch of different questions, and he loved Jaden Daniels.
You know, this game is actually low-key, like, very big for draft position. I was listening to a show earlier in the week that was like, Giants fans, like, as tough as this has been, you kind of want to lose this game.
Yeah.
Because what happened to them last year is they wanted to take Daniels, but they were, what were they drafting, like 5th or whatever? They ultimately were too far out of range. No, it was Drake May. I think
Yeah.
they wanted to draft Drake May. They knew Daniels was out of reach, but they thought maybe they could get to 3 with the Pats and draft Drake May.
Right.
And they ultimately couldn't. The Pats wanted him, so they weren't drafting high enough. Well, if they win a couple more of these stupid games, they're going to be in the same spot. They're going to be drafting like 5, 6, 7. They're not going to be able to get like Shedeur Sanders or probably Cam Ward. Like, it's going to be, yeah, you're going to have to take like the fringe guy again.
If
and
they are
it's
number one pick, I mean,
tough.
I guess Travis Hunter's the like lockdown number one, but they got to take a quarterback. So they probably could trade number 2 for Travis Hunter.
Who's the number 1 right now?
Or
Panthers?
trade number 1, I mean. Yeah, I'm saying like if I don't know. Yeah. What's the tiebreaker on it? They have the same record. I have no idea.
I think
Head-to-head,
it would be
probably.
Is it head to head? This is a big game then. If that's right.
head-to-head and then divisional. That's for playoffs. It's interesting for draft order. I wonder how that is because you're intermixing teams from different conferences.
Yeah.
Like in the playoffs, you can go conference record or divisional record or whatever because that follows that logic. But you wouldn't do that for the draft order probably. I think it is.
I don't know
probably
how it
head-to-head.
works. It's got to be head to head. So this, I mean, they want to
It's a-
lose this game.
It's a big
like,
deal,
right?
Exactly.
Just
Like,
lose the game.
One of these teams is going to screw themselves out of some draft position today.
If you go 3-7, it doesn't matter. Your season's still done.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Interesting.
I do think that the Panthers, though, like, how do you draft another QB this year? I
The
guess you got to.
Panthers.
Good luck.
I don't know. They got a situation there too. Let's see. J Bob says this year's draft stock with quarterbacks is bad.
It is bad.
It's worse than last year, but I mean, there are some names. I mean, Quinn Ewers has shown weird signs lately, like he's not a lockdown. I mean, he's gonna be a first-round pick, but I don't know how good he is.
See, that's the type guy that they're going to have to take. Because, in my opinion, when the dust settles, it'll be Shedeur and I think
Cam
Cam
Ward.
Ward.
Yeah.
Because Carson Beck's bad.
Yeah.
He's
Carson
not-
Beck's going to – I think he'll be late first round now.
I don't think he will.
You don't think so?
He's going to be
No.
way late.
He's bad.
He was like top 5 for a bit. He's number 1 they were talking about for a bit.
And
like,
Ewers to me is that guy that's like
kind of teetering
probably
on.
not
Yeah.
truthfully worth a first-round draft pick, but he's going to go like 15.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the guy you're going to, like, be considering drafting. I know I'm forgetting one quarterback, so
I can't remember. Yeah, I'm
apologies.
same thing.
What about the Oregon guy?
Gabriel, too small.
He's pretty small, isn't he?
Yeah, too small.
Yeah.
Nice arm, though. Lefty.
He's a winner, man. He's good. Let's see. Big Smooth says, go Chiefs, 3-peat, T Swift in the house, automatic W. I mean, how many Chiefs fans? That's like a generic Chiefs fan right there.
Yeah.
Literally. I don't hate the Taylors. Look, listen, I understand why they're doing what they're doing. It's getting clicks. It's getting a new audience. Like, people are like, oh, this is so stupid.
I love it.
I understand why they're doing it.
We
I
talked
get
about
it.
this last year
Yeah.
a lot, but yeah, no, I think it's good for football.
It's business. Like, the TV station showing her every 3 seconds, like, it's business. I get it. Is it annoying sometimes? Sure. But I totally understand why they're doing it.
Adds a whole
you
new
know?
element to the audience. Sure.
Got to lean into it. All right, let's go ahead and build our parlay this week, our Hail Mary parlay. We pick every single game, money line, and again, it'll be between me, Zook, and Big Web. And sometimes the odds are great. Sometimes we take minus 600. So this is going to be a really interesting one. And honestly, I'm a little worried this week because not saying I've been locked down. I mean, I feel good about my picks sometimes. This week, I'm comfortable knowing that Big Web and Zook are on the same side on a lot of things that I'm not on. So this is good. This is I'm fine with whatever we work out.
Sounds like we're going to get our way.
Yeah, kind of
I
does.
think you are. Patriots, Bears. I kind of like the Patriots, actually.
Bears.
And we're on. Bills,
Don't let me
Colts.
hanging.
Bills, Colts.
Condolence high five.
I like the Bills.
Bills.
Wow, look at that. Vikings, Jaguars. I like the Vikings.
Yeah, how do you pick the?
Vikes.
Broncos, Chiefs. I like the Chiefs.
I'll take Chiefs money line.
Okay, thank you.
Chiefs money line.
Thank you. Falcons, Saints. I like the Falcons.
Falcons.
49ers, Bucks. I like the Niners.
Niners.
Only minus 260, by the way.
Wow.
Steelers, Commanders. I like the Steelers, and I know I'm going to lose this one.
Commanders.
Wonderful. Titans, Chargers. I'm going to take the Titans plus 310. I think this is going to be a close game.
Chargers.
I think it will be too, but the Chargers win those.
Jets, Cardinals. I'll take the Jets.
I'll take the Jets.
Okay.
Big Web
Cowboys.
likes the
What do you like,
Cards.
Big Web?
I'm going to take the Cards.
All right. Doesn't matter. Eagles, Cowboys. I'll take the Eagles.
Eagles, yeah.
Eagles money line.
Doesn't matter. Lions, Texans. I'll take the Lions.
Lions.
Texans.
Okay. And Dolphins, Rams. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Rams.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, there we go. We got 12-leg parlay.
That's a winner.
$1 pays, oh, man,
Not good.
1,700.
$95.
No kidding. Did we just go straight faves?
Literally, yeah, there are no underdogs.
Oh my God.
$1, 12-leg parlay, $1 pays $95.
Should we at least take like the Cards then?
We can't. What 95? Let's do
I-
it. No. Stick with it. Stick with
I
it.
mean, that's crazy. That's 12-leg parlay, $95. That's okay. Fun,
38
real fun.
assholes.
Hey, what happened, Big Web? Why did we punt the football away here?
Oh yeah. They went fourth and whatever.
So
no, they
remind
ended
me-
up punting.
Remind me here. I've been trying to run a show here instead
Sorry.
of watching
Oh,
football.
sorry,
so
man.
no, I want to get in on this now. So you need them to, if the Panthers score here and they win by 10, you push or you lose.
No, I need.
He needs money line.
Money line Giants.
What
to
about
win
the
it.
other? Don't you take them plus 10 though? Also, let's not get greedy here. We also got to
no.
worry about.
No. I always the Giants. The regular line was 6.5.
Oh, I thought you took them plus money as well, or plus
No,
points
no,
too.
no,
Oh, okay, got it. All right. So there you go. $1 pays 95. Locked in on that Hail Mary parlay.
I think Roger Goodell, he's in the stands over here in Germany. I think he just kind of told everybody, look, I want this to go down to the wire. I don't want you guys doing this too early, so keep fucking up in the fourth quarter, and then let's tie it 17-17 and go into overtime for the German people.
There you go. Blue Cheese Guy, what are Big Web's thoughts on the DB celebrating after the quarterback throws the ball away?
That's a phenomenal
That's from Blue
question.
Cheese Guy.
Blue cheese guy. Yes, you don't celebrate that shit. How about the guy in the college game? It was like waving to the fans. No, that was a pro game. That was the Bears.
That was the Bears
And
guy
then-
who gave up
and he-
the Hail Mary. He tipped it.
And
Yeah.
he tipped it to the guy.
That was hilarious.
That was
love it.
very funny. Yes.
yeah.
Have you seen the memes that have come out of that? Of
No.
Like, whatever it is, like me celebrating like fall weather, and it's like put over Tyreek Stevenson, and it's like daylight savings coming or whatever.
Oh.
and it's the wide receivers running down the field, or like I've seen a bunch of different ones. It's so funny.
But,
Yeah.
but you're right. Big Web Football League, we can't stand any of that kind of crap.
No.
Okay?
When are you going to open this league? I'm curious. You're going to be commissioner, obviously.
I
and,
am commissioner.
How many teams are going to be in this league? Like, what kind of rules we got here?
I think there's going to be 8 teams because that's all that we can have because everybody else doesn't. Everybody else goes for false football.
Like 5 guys on each team because that's how many people you actually
No.
know
There-
do
there'll
the
be-
right things
there'll-
for Big Web during football
No,
Sundays.
this is not for me. This is for the game
Oh,
of
got it.
football.
Okay.
There's no 2-point conversions because we lose too much on those fucking things.
But what about when you need a 2-point conversion?
Nope, it doesn't count. But now, and then
Do we
also
even have extra points? Because what about when they miss those?
In overtime, we do kick extra points because we've been fucked on that a lot.
Yeah, last week.
Last week, yeah.
Big Web goes, oh, dude, I got a shot in overtime. I got 6.5. I go, you're done.
You're done.
But the biggest thing is this kneeling down and sliding when you should be scoring a touchdown. Play the game, play football, play it hard, quit fucking around. That's the name of the league right there.
Blow me,
Quit
Kirk.
fucking around. It's called the QFA. Quit fucking around football league is what we call it.
Nice.
You know who you have to thank for the PAT rule, right?
Who did that?
Is the Minnesota Vikings. That one game that they had like half the team in the locker room.
Oh, yeah,
And they
yeah.
had to bring them back out for the PAT, and it
Oh,
was a
yeah.
total S show. They changed the rule that offseason.
Was
So
it really then?
I
Yeah, I
think
do
so,
remember
yeah.
when that was the Stephon Diggs walk-off touchdown, and then then they're doing Skull when they were getting everything set. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like Case Keenum doing the Skull chant or whatever.
Back in those days, believe it or not, you guys were young or not here. What happens is you get a feel for the game when it's just touchdowns, field goals, and extra points. You get a feel. Now all of a sudden this 2-point shit, kneeling down shit, should I? The analytics can kiss my ass. It's absolutely no need for them anywhere. It's stupid.
See if he can jerk one of the Jets.
Yeah. Agreed. Your thoughts are welcome here on TikTok or on YouTube. Give us your thoughts on the Hail Mary Parlay, 12 legs that pays $95. Really fired up about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just insane. But let us know. We do need to build a sleeper entry, though, touchdowns. I feel like we've been pretty good on that. That's the only thing we've hit this year.
What picks did I give you last week? Did they work?
I don't even know. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Couldn't be sorry.
I've been good on them, but I didn't know if I've been talking
be
shit,
sorry.
and then they hit and miss last week.
Yeah, this one I'll actually bet this week. I think we'll put it together. So I'm thinking about doing one that's like maybe a tight end. I think we got to get back on the tight end parlay situation because I know it was National Tight Ends Day. It's the only one we've hit this year as a show. I feel like we need to go back to the well and go with the tight ends. That's where the sausage is made.
Now that you have that rule instilled, can I break it?
What? Okay. What is that?
I really like Swift today.
Oh God.
Come on, man. Why don't you think Swift is going to score today against New England?
Not really. Compared to anybody else in the league, I mean, he doesn't jump out at me. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm not saying I love it. I don't know. I'm indifferent.
Texters, tell me about Swift.
Yeah. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Splendid.
I think this is a tight end type of day. I think that we need the audience to jump in and let us know.
What about Trey McBride?
I like Trey McBride.
Has not scored a touchdown yet this year, so you got to get good odds on it.
I like
right?
Trey McBride.
Guy was standing wide open in the end zone last week and didn't get one. You got to think it's getting loud. They got to scheme one up for him, right?
I like Kate Otten today. I like Trey
Kate Otten's a
McBride.
good
I like
one.
Kate Otten.
Otten was on fire last week.
Otten on fire with the yards, but hasn't caught a lot of touchdowns, right?
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of
Let's see.
a lot of targets. I feel like
He
though.
gets
No?
a ton of targets. He's like a receiving monster. I just don't know.
They
if
have to
he's-
have him because everybody else is hurt.
Do they use him in the red zone? Is the question.
No, I don't know.
Let's see.
Enjoying life. Joe says love Laporta today. Hey,
He
last
loves
time
Laporta.
somebody said that we didn't take him, and him and Brock Wright both scored. I like LaPepe today a little bit.
LaPeepers.
LaPeepers. I think we
What
can
about
throw
Kittle?
LaPeepers in
What
there.
about Kittle?
You know what? 3 touchdowns the last 2 weeks. I think Otten's a good play.
I think Otten's a good play.
Kittle's had 6 out of 7 games. Touchdowns 6 out of 7 games, Kittle.
All
Just
right.
a thought. Just a thought.
Just a thought.
Just a thought.
But I like Swift better.
Okay.
You
Well,
don't wanna hear
we
about
can
that.
build a non-tight end one, but right now we got Trey McBride, Kate Otten, Laporta, and Kittle.
Okay.
It's not bad. It ain't gonna hit.
It's a lot of names.
Who
Lots of
plays
names.
tight end for Washington? Tell me.
Logan Thomas still a thing?
It's Ertz.
Ertz? No. He
Yeah,
ain't gonna score.
I haven't heard his name in the end zone.
Got a lot of white tight ends. It's 5 white tight ends there. Just saying.
Oh, you're saying in the.
No, I'm saying the ones we picked. I just noticed they're
Yeah.
all white tight ends.
I thought you were saying in the NFL in general.
No. Trey McBride, Kate Otten, Sam Laporta, George Kittle.
You
And
know who? You know
Zach
which one I
Ertz.
think's not hitting?
Who?
Laporta.
You remember what happened last time we said don't put Laporta in?
Yeah, that's true.
We got 2, didn't he?
But now that we're so locked on it, am I like playing against ourselves here?
That's my feeling.
I'm taking him out, which means he's gonna hit.
Here. Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to add one more
I wanna look at the stats.
while he's looking.
Kelsey.
Justin Jefferson. Jefferson. I know these aren't tight ends.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson and Swift.
Jefferson. Swift. I hate Swift.
You do not.
They do.
3 targets last week.
You know why I hate him? Because I'm rooting for the under today. You can't have a touchdown bet with an under.
Hey, you know what about Lapipi? You go back to week 6 after the bye.
Yeah.
Touchdown, no touchdown. Touchdown, no touchdown.
Touchdown. Wow.
See how that works?
All right, he's back in.
Analytics.
Back in.
Fuck analytics.
Laporta.
Come on, neighbors. I mean,
Hey,
sorry.
can I just say if it's every other?
You caught it.
If it's every other week, we
You
can say
gotta
that's
be kidding
analytics,
me.
Right?
I think he caught that big web.
I think he caught it, dude. Tell me he caught it. He's acting like he caught it.
Who else doesn't have many receivers that like tight ends got to perform today? Like,
Catch this. I dare you.
Absolutely
my
not.
God.
Not even close.
Not even close. All right, sorry, listeners.
what about Kyle Pitts action? A little Kyle Pitts action?
Questionable.
Is he questionable?
Yeah.
Ah,
Let's see.
never mind. Evan Ingram. I feel like he's such a wild card every week to
Yeah,
score.
he is. He really is.
All right, we're staying. We're not getting cute. We're gonna go.
What about Hunter Henry? Pats don't have any good receivers, and
I
they're
just
playing
feel
the
like
Bears.
that game. I don't want anybody to score.
I'm
not
just saying,
rooting
you were looking for
anybody.
guys that have
I
no
know,
receivers.
I know.
Jake Ferguson, Dallas. Cooper Rush.
Gosh.
The backups like to throw it to the tight ends, though, because they don't like throwing wide.
All right, I'm putting him in.
If you want a high variance one,
Ferguson.
he's going to ruin
I
it,
got
though.
5 tight ends. Trey McBride, Kate Otten, George
Wait,
Kittle,
it's
Laporta,
entirely
Ferguson.
too much.
Good God Almighty.
That's too many.
Who are we taking out? Laporta's in. We were not getting screwed on that. It's like going with your gut. You can't at least we said we're going with him.
I'm on that. Who else
Laporta,
can we-
Ferguson, Kittle, Otten, McBride. I think Kittle's got to go out.
I think Fergie's out.
McCaffrey's back.
Yeah,
Get
he's
Kittle
too
out of
low
there.
odds.
Too low odds. Yes, Kittle's out. Big Web doesn't care. I'm putting 4.
Ferguson in, Kittle out.
Let's go. I like this. All right, that's what we're doing. Trey McBride, Kate Otten, Laporta, Ferguson. I'm doing that on Sleeper today. All right. Well, what'd you want?
I want Swift and I want JJ.
And who else? That's it.
Well, I'm going to let you have part of it.
That's not enough.
Okay.
Here, I'll come up with
Two's
one
not
to
enough.
add.
What kind of show you think this is? We have at least 3, if not 4. Let's see. I'm a big fan of Monty today. I'm a big fan of.
Can we play the hits and take Saquon to score against the
Yes.
Cowboys?
Yes. Saquon and Monty, just leave it alone right there. Those 4.
All right.
I'm going to do it too.
All right. Jefferson, Swift's going to screw us so bad. I might do one with just
I
Jefferson,
might put
Saquon, and
$1,000 on
Monty.
Swift if you keep talking.
I'm
like
taking
that.
Swift out.
You know what
Jefferson,
you should
Saquon,
do?
and Monty.
Take Swift out and put Roshan Johnson in to
God.
vulture one.
Oh, God.
Roger
That would
Goodell.
be
Roger Goodell
hilarious.
wants overtime in his football game. Just so, for the radio audience, Giants are driving. They're on the 30.
Isn't their
Second
isn't
and
their
one from the
field goal
31.
kicker pretty questionable though?
Is it Graham Gano still the guy?
Graham Gano missed. He missed one in the first
Is
half.
he still playing?
Jones is back to pass. He throws. He hits Neighbors on the outside. First down from the 27-yard line over here in Germany. Thank you very
No timeouts,
much.
Big Web. No timeouts.
Let's call the game, Zook. How was your bratwurst this morning, by the way?
What? I don't know. What
Germany.
Oh, I get it now. Phenomenal. Except technically it was dinner because it's nighttime here.
Some people think the NFL's fixed. I think they think that they're supposed to tie this and
I
go to
feel
overtime.
like this is from the 50 version of the Manning cast right now.
You know,
It feels that way.
I think it is.
Let's see. We're
Did you
back
see
on TikTok here.
Joey Molinaro does a hilarious I'll have to show it to you guys when we get off. He did
Peyton Manning?
he did an impression of the Manning cast with like the different characters. He pretended to be Eli.
Oh,
and
did he really?
Peyton, and then
Belichick?
he pretended to be Belichick. It was so funny.
Ben says Swift is not scoring. No chance at all.
Ben, how about a milkshake? Ben, where you from?
Andrew says, speaking of tight ends, T.J. Hawkinson at plus 300 is attractive value. The Jags rank 31st in defensive DVOA. What does that mean?
Is he?
It's like variance over average. It's an advanced stat.
Against tight ends and have allowed 5 touchdowns to tight ends this season. Look at this Andrew guy. Big Web.
Andrew comes with it.
I think Hawkinson's in.
I like DVOA.
Plus 300 is a big number for Hawkinson. And
But he's back. He hasn't played in like 3 years.
I know, but he
feel
looked
like.
okay last week. He was playing football.
All right, I'm
So
taking it.
we like
listen,
Hawkinson.
listen.
Here's the problem. Didn't like Oliver score last week?
Yes.
So
yes.
even if they score, it might not be him.
Is he full go today?
Who fucking knows?
I'm trusting this guy. Listen, this is what I'm doing. Big Web's like, it's not hitting. So I'm taking Ferguson and Laporta out. I'm going Trey McBride, Kate Otten, and whoever the fuck I just said. I forgot his name.
Otten?
And
No.
Hawkinson.
Hawkinson. Yes. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it right now. Locking in. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
If the Giants are on a play here, we might be in trouble, Big Web.
I know because he's got one more play to throw an interception here.
Yeah, and they're
Not
just,
that we're watching
they're
a
just
football game
morons.
during the
If-
podcast.
you can do whatever you want.
If they get sacked, the game's over.
Don't do it.
3rd and 7. Big Web needs a
All we need to do is kick the damn football.
no, you need a touchdown.
I just want to go to overtime.
No, just win it. Win it now.
No, Danny Dimes is terrible.
They can't win it. now.
He's going to throw a
That's the
pick.
thing.
It's more dangerous to do anything.
You
right
know who
now.
you're playing
It's not
against.
a 50-50. It's a 30-70
we've been
for the
playing it-
Panthers.
If you have a shot against anybody, it's the Carolina Panthers.
We've been playing the Panthers all day, and he screwed the pooch every time. And Graham Gano's already missed a field goal to the right. I'm afraid he's going to go too far to the left.
I think you should throw it to Malik Neighbors in the end zone.
I'll
Little
take that.
toe tap, get it done. That's what I think.
Come on, Coach. Don't let him back in the game. Danny, God damn it.
I do appreciate Dayball with the full beard and the readers on the nose. That's a pretty good look. I mean, just like he's like it's a locked-in football coach right there. You know what I mean?
That's not a very good shoe tie either. He's tied it real soft. Tie your shoe. Get it on there.
Yeah,
Jesus. This is the biggest 13 seconds in the world.
yeah. Let's see. 3rd and 7 for Danny Dimes. Big Web. They're on the 24-yard line.
He's going end zone.
I'm worried about this, Big Web.
I don't like this at all.
A
Big
good
Web.
quarterback would
Blitz
throw it
them.
over the shoulder.
Oh,
Hey,
God, Jesus!
you weren't
Christ.
gonna.
He
You
wasn't
weren't
even
gonna
gonna
run a
try.
play
Dayball
anyway.
said, "Just chuck it out of bounds. You suck,
At
and
least
we'll
he made,
try
at
to
least
kick
he
it."
made the smart play.
Here he comes.
He does not look confident. He looks like shit.
He's just running.
You know,
He looks fine.
give the guy a break.
What's wrong with him?
He's got girls'
He's
shoes
actually
on.
doing
He
some
forgot
high,
his shoes
He was
in
doing
the
little
other
high
country.
knees there. Did you notice that little high knees warming
He
him
was
up?
high knees, and something's wrong with his feet.
He's
No,
pounding
fine. Look,
grass.
Pounding the grass.
There we go. Locked in. 42-yard attempt. It's raining there.
It's
isn't it?
4th and
Raining?
7. It's not
It
raining.
looks like a
No.
gloves. He's gonna slip out of his hand there.
He's on the right hash.
Looks-
Boy, those uprights look
Oh, there's
narrow.
timeout. You got Panthers timeout.
Panthers
Don't
timeout.
those uprights look narrow?
While we have a timeout, we'll take a timeout and tell you about sleeper picks. You can go on there with promo code Weber. 100% deposit match up to $1,500 right now if you go to Sleeper Picks. If you have the Sleeper app for fantasy, look, a lot of people do. There's a little money logo on the bottom if you're in a state that you can play Sleeper Picks. Promo code Weber, first-time users, 100% deposit match up to $1,500. Pick basically more than or less than on touchdowns, yardage, whatever it may be. You can do a lot of great things on Sleeper Picks. Give it a shot. All right,
And you
Graham,
know
good
what
night.
else they do? They pay you. They paid me 2 weeks ago.
Quick payouts. 42-yard attempt. Here it is. Attaboy, Big Web.
There you go, Big Web.
Locked in. 17 all.
17-0
What
over
a
there in Germany.
great football game we got going on there. All right, so there we go. I don't know if we have anything else to cover, unless we want to wait and see Big Web's reaction in overtime. But something tells me he's not too locked in where we'll get like a great reaction. It's just more like, if we hit, we hit.
Yeah, I gotta get off here because I gotta get a contingency plan for Tyreek Hill.
Oh, that's right.
Tyreek
Well,
Hill.
I forgot about that. Well, we need Big
let's
Web's
just
best
do
bet of the week.
Big Web's best bet of the week here, just real quick,
Sure,
boys.
why not?
All right, so here we go. I studied in depth this week,
Wow. Okay,
that
that makes
right?
one of us.
and we went ahead and we said, you know what we like? We like when the listeners tune into the clips, and they like it when it's over $1,000 payout.
Oh, wow.
100 pays $1,003.
All right.
You ready, Zuck? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
I'm ready.
The fact that it's 1,003 makes me think that you teased it just like a number that you didn't love just to get it over 1,000.
I think you might be right.
This is a solid ticket, bitch.
Detroit -3 instead of 2.5. That's I put it at 3.
Yeah.
Detroit
Okay.
-3 down there in Houston.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
Buffalo Bills -3.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota Vikings -6.5. And the LA Chargers -6.5. Believe it or not, 100 pays 1,003 with those 4 football
Alt numbers.
teams.
You're going the opposite way, though.
Alt numbers.
That's a donation.
Did
What
you tease
is the
over
problem?
0?
I am not teasing nothing.
Can you
over
say those
there.
one more time? I'm curious.
Detroit -3.
Yes.
Okay.
Buffalo -3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minnesota -6.5.
Uh-huh.
Chargers -6.5.
I don't hate that.
Neither
Can
do
you
I.
send me that? I might actually tail that with you.
Wow, this is big.
This
he
is
never
big.
he never likes it.
This is
He-
big.
I enjoy that. I can see that happening. I really do. I'm pumped
my,
up.
Oh my!
I
no.
might even put 2 units on that bad boy.
I'm really encouraged now.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is epic. He never likes every pick I have.
Never.
This is-
Usually don't.
This is the first time.
You're in last place. I'm in first.
This is the first time ever. And you're right. So like we bought the points so we can go over 4 figures from 3 figures.
Okay.
All right. Well, there we go. Okay, well, that's going to do it for week 10 of the show. Appreciate everybody watching on YouTube and TikTok. If you have not checked out all of our channels, go to webercontent.com. Click the From the 50 button. You can see all of our great links to our socials, to our channels, to whatever it may be. Get involved with the show. We're live every single Sunday from 10:30 a.m. CT all the way up until kickoff. So please subscribe, follow on TikTok, follow on Instagram, wherever you may follow or have your apps downloaded. Make sure you check us out. We love doing the show. Been doing it for 6 years now, and hope to continue doing it as well and continue bringing the heat. So, any last-minute thoughts, boys?
Don't bet the house, bet the doghouse, especially when you're betting on Danny Dimes.
There you go.
Danny Euros.
Danny Euros today. Good luck, Big Web. We're going to lock this in for overtime.
Thank you.
For the great Big Web, for Zach Zook, for Nick Yale, for Ace, I'm TJ Weber. We'll see you guys next week. Good luck in week 10.